Hello everyone out there in the virtual world. My name is Angela and I have an Interstim, and I just wanted to share with you about my experience. In the description of this video, I will have put in there the details of why I have it, be a little bit more specifically. But basically I have the Interstim because I suffer from bladder retention. And it was to the point where I was cathing myself every day. And then I got the permanent one placed in April of this year. So I've now had it for 8 months. And it has been a success. From the day that they put that in, later on that night, my bladder started working and I was able to pee, and I was the happiest moment of my life. And it's really funny because I still get kind of giddy whenever I think about peeing and being able to pee, because you don't know what you're missing until you can't do it. But so like I said, I had mine placed in April, and I'm going to show you my little scar here. It's not that big. This is the scar where they opened me up to put the device in, and the device actually sits, that's the bottom of the device, so it kind of sits up above it. And then there's going to be a wire that goes from there, this little bitty pink spot, and I'm not sure if you can see there or not, but that's actually the cable, the wire that sits on your sacral nerve. The sacral nerve is the nerve that relays messages from your bladder to the brain. So when your bladder is full, the sacral nerve sends a message up to your brain and says, hey, the bladder's full, we need to empty it. So the brain sends a message back through the sacral nerve saying, okay, empty it. Well, in people who have retention issues or incontinence or other issues, there is some form of the message is not getting out properly or not getting received properly, and so there's issues with that. Well, the Interstim, what it does is it kind of like kickstarts that sacral nerve and tells it, hey, you need to work this way. And so I consider a pacemaker, because if you consider a pacemaker for the heart, if the heart gets out of whack, it kind of jolts it. Well, with the Interstim, you constantly have a pulse. So it's something that you should feel, but it shouldn't be uncomfortable. And like me, I don't even really feel it anymore, and I think it's just because I'm used to it. If I think about it, I'll feel it, but other than that, I don't. So with that, I would just like to conclude that I have now had this implant for 8 months. And it has very much changed my life. I really don't know where I would be if I had not had it, because it's very hard having to cath yourself when you're only 20. At the time I was 27, now I'm 28. So for me, this has given me a lot of my freedom back, and I'm very appreciative of it. So I guess that is it, and I just wanted to share my story with y'all. And I hope that for those of you who are thinking about possibly getting this, that you will look into it and make a decision whether it's right for you or not. For some people, it's the right way to go. For others, there's not. And that's why a lot of doctors do a temporary trial first, because they want to make sure that it is a proper thing. And so with that, I wish y'all the best of luck, and thank you for listening to me talk.